cancer fraud.
How do you feel about Dr. Sartori?
He's a madman. An absolute madman.
For most cancer patients, the enemy is the disease that they vow to fight. In this case, the doctor was the enemy.
The nefarious nature of the cancer industry. It's just about making profit, as much profit as they can make out of you before you pass.
Cancer is a fraud. It's a fraud. They know what's behind it. They know what's behind it. But it's big business. So why would they stop it?
Over the years, nations have been deceived by the entire medical system, whose mission was to keep you sick for profit. This system was the handmaiden of the pharmaceutical industries. In the 20th century, John Davison Rockefeller Sr. was born on July 8, 1839, in Richford, New York. Rockefeller wanted to corner the global pharmaceutical market, but to do so, he needed allies in the business all over the world. He started the war on plant-based medications, which extended all the way into the big pharma companies, condemning cannabis and cocaine, for example. Since natural growing plants cannot be patented, the big pharma lobby even today spends billions in Congress to keep natural remedies off the market so they can make profits. He also took over the American Medical Association, where he could control what was being taught in medical schools and push his doctrine that supported his own poison pill business, eliminating natural healing from the curriculum. Doctors and professors who challenged this new orthodoxy were fired, banned from teaching and practicing medicine, and their licenses were revoked. To give context to this evil by Rockefeller, once it was proven that his own manufactured medicines were causing cancer, he founded the American Cancer Society and prevented any of that information from being disclosed.
I wrote something. It turned out to be a little bit of a rhyme. Yeah. So maybe I should give it to you so the medical people can look into what I just wrote. I said the Cancer Society is a satanic ontological labyrinth of diabolically fraudulent oncology.
John Davidson Rockefeller is credited as the founder of the pharmaceutical industry and the founder of the American Cancer Society. This society prevented natural remedies from being used by the medical profession, banning traditional treatment in favor of the new platform. In 1901, he established the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research, now known as Rockefeller University, dedicated to advancing biomedical research, and was instrumental in pioneering various medical treatment, including vaccines, antibiotics, and synthetic drugs. He spent $100 million of his own money to hire, train, and then deploy his doctors, clinical researchers, and chemists who follow his game plan.
That for many years, the AMA spent millions of dollars in Congress to fight Medicare because it was called government medicine, and they didn't want, the doctors were very independent, and they didn't want the government to control their business. Well, they wound up as employees of the government. A lot of the people who are buying drugs today and medications, like elderly people like myself, they couldn't afford the drugs. And so the government would pay for them.
What a racket.
Well, it shows that these people are good businessmen.
Oh, very good. Yeah. I mean, they're not very ethical, though.
Well, you and I could never think of such a diabolical plan.
So in a situation like this, the world has come to a place where for a lot of people, a whole lot of people, hopelessness because of the deception. The deception. And of course, those in the news media know it, but a lot of them are paid to do what they do best, lie.
Professionals involved in cancer care, including doctors, nurses, researchers who proffer natural remedies as solutions and medicines for the cure of cancer, has been suppressed by the Cancer Society.
Cancer is a mitochondrial metabolic disease driven by a fermentation metabolism. The fermentation is happening in the mitochondria and it's happening in the cytoplasm. So if we know that, then we design an experiment in vivo and show that if I target glucose and glutamine while transitioning the body to nutritional ketosis, I get massive reduction of the tumor without toxicity, reducing inflammation and acidification, reducing all of the different characteristics that you see, and killing tumor cells, mass killing of these tumor cells. So clearly, this is what's going to happen. This is just the beginning. We're going to perfect this system so that we can use it in all clinical studies of cancer should be targeting glucose and glutamine while the patient is in nutritional ketosis.
For some reason, they don't want to have cure of cancer.
My name is Sergeant Rick Schiff. I'm an 11-year veteran of the San Francisco Police Department. I hold the department's highest Medal of Honor for bravery. That used to mean a lot more to me than it does now. What I'd like to talk to you about today is my now 7-year-old daughter. This is an identical twin. Her sister is now dead. Her sister, when she was 4 years old, Kristen, developed a highly malignant brain tumor that had spread throughout her spine and her brain. The doctors told us that we had really two options: take her home, let her die, or bring her in for massive dosages of chemo and radiation simultaneously. In either event, she was going to die. They were quite certain of that, and very quickly. Believing her only chance to be the standard route, we gave her the chemo and radiation. It burned her skull so bad she had second-degree burns and her hair never came back.